Hey, architecture firm owners and emerging leaders. Get ready for unparalleled insight into the development of a world-class architecture firm and a worldwide organization driving the digital transformation of the design and construction industry. With Build Smart, the podcast that's changing how our profession operates. We share the incredible stories behind innovation in the building industry with my friend and co-host, Patrick McLeamy, FAIA, former CEO of the international architecture firm, HOK.
You know, Yamasaki's office or firm lasted during his lifetime. And when he passed away, I think that was the end of the Yamasaki office. Helmut did not want that. He wanted a firm that would live out and grow beyond the founders.
In Season 1, discover the untold stories behind HOK's meteoric rise, from 150 employees in St. Louis to a powerhouse with over 1,900 staff members and 27 offices worldwide.
You know, they weren't as polite as the Kojima people. That was just boom. And anytime you have a creditor, whether it's Kojima or the bank, that wants their money, unless you can raise money someplace else, you are out of business.
Bankrupt. And hold on tight for Season 2, where Patrick takes us on a new adventure as chairman of Building Smart International, shaping the future of digital transformation in the design, construction, and operation of built assets.
Ian Howell, Ken Harold, and I, Ken was my technical representative from HOK. The three of us took a tour of Europe of 5 cities in 5 days. Very busy time.
Simply follow the link in the show notes to subscribe to Build Smart now and uncover lessons that will transform you and your architecture firm. Hey, architecture firm owners and emerging leaders. Get ready for unparalleled insight into the development of a world-class architecture firm and a worldwide organization driving the digital transformation of the design and construction industry. With Build Smart, the podcast that's changing how our profession operates. We share the incredible stories behind innovation in the building industry with my friend and co-host, Patrick McLeamy, FAIA, former CEO of the international architecture firm, HOK.
You know, Yamasaki's office or firm lasted during his lifetime. And when he passed away, I think that was the end of the Yamasaki office. Helmut did not want that. He wanted a firm that would live out and grow beyond the founders.
In Season 1, discover the untold stories behind HOK's meteoric rise, from 150 employees in St. Louis to a powerhouse with over 1,900 staff members and 27 offices worldwide.
You know, they weren't as polite as the Kojima people. That was just boom. And anytime you have a creditor, whether it's Kojima or the bank, that wants their money, unless you can raise money someplace else, you are out of business.
Bankrupt. And hold on tight for Season 2, where Patrick takes us on a new adventure as chairman of Building Smart International, shaping the future of digital transformation in the design, construction, and operation of built assets.
Ian Howell, Ken Harold, and I, Ken was my technical representative from HOK. The three of us took a tour of Europe of 5 cities in 5 days. Very busy time.
Simply follow the link in the show notes to subscribe to Build Smart now and uncover lessons that will transform you and your architecture firm. My name is Mark R. LePage, and you are listening to EntreArchitect Podcast, where each week I speak with inspiring, passionate people who share their knowledge and expertise, all to help you build a better business as a small firm entrepreneur architect. Hey, it's Mark R. LePage, and you're listening to a special episode of the EntreArchitect Podcast. This is part of a new series that I'm calling Solo Sessions, where it's just you and me. No guests, no interviews, just a moment to slow down, reflect, and dig into the real work of building a better architecture business and maybe a better life. I've been recording solo episodes like this for years, but I haven't done it in a very long time, and I'm bringing them back as a regular part of the show. The interviews will still be here, but this is going to be something new. These are the conversations that I think that we need to be having as small firm architects. The mindset, the strategy, the leadership, the hard stuff, the good stuff, the stuff that no one else seems to be talking about. So let's get into it. Today, I want to talk about the relationship among vision, business growth, and fear. So today, I want to talk about something personal, something that I think a lot of us feel, but we don't often talk about out loud. It's the relationship among vision, what you want your world to be, right? What you want your business to be, what you want your life to be, vision, business growth, so growing that vision, and fear. Yeah, fear. That knot in your stomach, that whisper in the back of your head telling you to play it safe. That's what I'm talking about. That invisible wall between you and the future you dream about. But I want to flip the script today because I believe that fear isn't something that you should avoid. It's something that we need to understand, befriend, and maybe even embrace, because it's part of what makes vision and growth real. So let's dig in. Let me ask you this. Have you ever had a vision so big, so bold, that it actually scared you? I have, many times, and I have them often. I'm not talking about goals. I'm not talking about checklists. I'm talking about real vision, that thing that lives in your gut, the thing that you can picture so clearly that it feels more like remembering than imagining. I know that feeling well. Your dream firm, your ideal life, the impact that you want to make as an architect. But the bigger the vision, the more it demands from us. And that's where fear shows up. Fear says, what if you fail? What if people think you're arrogant? What if you lose everything that you've worked so hard for up to this point? That's the trade-off. Vision will always invite fear to the table. You can't have one without the other. But here's the thing. Vision is supposed to scare you. If it doesn't, it's probably not big enough. Now, let's talk about business growth. I know a lot of you don't like to talk about business growth. You like where you are. You like being a sole practitioner. You like being a small firm. You can't imagine growing. Growth is one of those words that gets thrown around a lot, especially in the world of entrepreneurship. But real growth, it's messy. It's unpredictable. It's uncomfortable. Think about what it actually means to grow a business. Hiring people that you're responsible for, taking on more risk, letting go of control, learning new skills, saying no to good things so you can say yes to the best things. All of that requires discomfort. All of that triggers fear. But here's the reframe. Discomfort isn't a sign that you're doing it wrong. It's a sign that you're becoming, that you're stretching beyond the old version of yourself, that you're evolving into the kind of leader who can hold the vision you've been given. You can't have growth without fear. Let me say that again. You can't have growth without fear. It's part of it. But fear doesn't mean stop. It means that you're stepping into something that really matters. Let's take a quick break to say thank you to our sponsors for their support of this episode. Gain lessons learned and credits earned with Arcademy, ARCAT's continuing education program. Listen to popular episodes of the Detailed Podcast and earn AIA-approved HSW credits. Yes, you heard that right, HSW credits for episodes of Detailed Podcast. Listen to an episode, check out the learning objectives, and use what you've learned while listening to take the course. The program is free, it's simple, and can be found at arcat.com under the Resources tab. Or just go to arcat.com/arcademy. That's arcat.com/arcatemy. That's arcat.com/arcademy. Please visit our sponsors today and thank them. Thank them for supporting you, the EntreArchitect community. Okay, so here's where I want to slow down and speak to you directly, one-on-one, architect to architect. We live in a profession that trains us to be perfect, to be precise, cautious, and right all the time, right? When we're wrong, it costs us money. It costs our reputation. And those are beautiful qualities in the work that we do as architects. But in business, in the vision, in the growth, sometimes that pursuit of perfection can paralyze us. Fear gets louder when we think we're supposed to have all the answers, when we think our vision needs a clear roadmap, when we think that we must be safe and smooth and predictable. The truth is, fear is not the enemy. Fear is a compass. It shows us where the edges are. It shows us what matters most. It shows us where we need to grow. So what if instead of pushing fear away, you sat with it? What if you asked it what it really was trying to protect? What if you used it as a signal that you're actually headed in the right direction? Look, I get it. Running a small firm is hard. There are days when vision feels like a luxury, when we're just making payroll and it feels like it's the only win worth chasing. But don't give up on the vision. Don't settle for survival, because here's what I believe with every fiber of my being. You were given that vision for a reason. You're not crazy. You're not delusional. You're an entrepreneur. You're an entrepreneur architect. You're a builder. And yes, it's going to be scary. Yes, it's going to cost you something. But it will always give you something deeper than you've ever known. Purpose, meaning, and impact. And you won't be alone. That's why this podcast exists. You're not going to be alone through this. That's why EntreArchitect community exists. We're architects who believe in something more. We're building businesses, yes, but we're also building lives. For real. We're doing it together. So here's my invitation to you. Let fear walk with you. Let growth stretch you. Let vision lead you. Because the future of architecture, it's not found in the work that we do. It's found in our hearts. If today's message resonated with you, let me know. I want to really know. I want to know whether this is something that you want me to do more about. Send me a DM on social, shoot me an email, share this episode with a friend. Let's keep this conversation going. I want to know what you think. And if you haven't already, come join us inside the EntreArchitect Network. It's not just a network, it's a movement. It's a community of small firms working together to help one another build the businesses that will change their lives and will change the world. It started as something that I was afraid of over 10 years ago, and it's thriving today. Come join us, EntreArchitect Network. Thanks for spending these few minutes with me. I'll see you next time right here at the EntreArchitect Podcast. If you liked this episode of EntreArchitect Podcast, please share a link to this episode with a friend. Either just click the share button or highlight the URL and send the link to this episode with a friend, because that's how EntreArchitect has grown to serve thousands more architects just like you throughout the 10 plus years of EntreArchitect. That's how we've grown, architect to architect. So I would love for you to share this episode and all the episodes with one friend every week. Would love that. And thank you to our sponsors for this episode. We don't have an episode if there's no sponsors. So thank you to our sponsors. Links to those sponsors, which you should go visit and click, and all the resources that we discussed today for this specific episode, they are all available at entrearchitect.com/podcast. Every episode that we've recorded is there, entrearchitect.com/podcast. Go click the links to the sponsors and say hello. EntreArchitect is a member of the Gable Media Podcast Network. You should go visit that at gablemedia.com. That is the next evolution of interactive media and resources for the AEC community. You can now earn continuing education credits for listening to select episodes of this podcast, EntreArchitect Podcast. Yes, AIA CEUs for listening to a podcast. It's there, and many other podcasts are there as well, and you can listen to all of them and get credit. Learn more about our program, Gable Members Program, at the gablemedia.com/members website. That's GABL media.com/members. And if you are a small firm architect, join us today at EntreArchitect Network. That is the worldwide organization for small firm entrepreneur architects. If you own your own architecture firm, you are an entrepreneur architect. You are an EntreArchitect. With weekly live group business coaching, we have business coaching there, monthly live business training with AIA CEUs, 2 a month, so 24 AIA credits per year, including 12 of those are HSWs. We have them in the membership. Business resources, all the resources you need to run your business, special session webinars, mastermind groups, and a thriving community of small firm architects just like you. Hundreds of architects are there waiting for you to join. So we provide the support and encouragement you need to succeed as a small firm architect. I know that you haven't been trained as a business person when you launched your firm. That's what we do. Come learn how to run a business at EntreArchitect Network. And today you can go join right now for free for 30 days at this link, entrearchitect.com/30 days will give you free 30 days for membership. Go check it out at entrearchitect.com/30 days, and I will see you there. Thank you for listening to this episode of EntreArchitect Podcast. My name is Mark R. LePage, and I want you to remember 3 words: love, learn, share. Have a great day.
Imagine earning continuing education credits while doing exactly what you're doing right now. Well, you can. Gable Media has revolutionized the way you earn your continuing education credits with a groundbreaking approach. Forget running around town and scouring the internet for credit-worthy courses. Fulfill your CE requirements effortlessly by listening to engaging podcasts just like the one you're listening to now. Our podcasts are designed to educate, entertain, and inspire, all in a user-friendly environment. But wait, there's more. Architects, Gable Media is also approved as an AIA continuing education services provider. Upon completion, we handle everything, from reporting your hours directly to the AIA to storing your certificates in your personal Gable Media profile for your self-reporting needs. So follow the link in the show notes and start earning your credits in the most innovative and entertaining way possible with Gable Media.
Attention architects and creative minds, get ready to supercharge your brand with Build Your Brand, the podcast that's unlocking the secrets of branding success for creatives. Hey there, it's Mark R. LePage, founder of EntreArchitect, and I'm inviting you to join my friend, architect marketing expert Jeff Eccles at Build Your Brand Podcast, where he explores the captivating stories of the world's top brands and transforms their lessons into powerful moves for small firm architects and creatives like you. In Season 1, Jeff shares the thrilling tale of Southwest Airlines, where he dissects their journey to the summit and distills it into strategies tailor-made for you.
It's important to keep in mind that companies like Southwest compete in the real world, just like you, and face real-world challenges, just like you. You might be surprised at how similar those challenges are to the struggles that you grapple with on a day-to-day basis.
Don't miss out on your blueprint for success. Subscribe, tune in, and let's build your brand together.
You may have noticed that the very best brands in the world are also known for having somewhat unique corporate cultures. That's often the glue that holds everything together when they encounter those rough spots.
We don't do it because it inconveniences the passengers to whom we are primarily dedicated, the short haul, frequent flyer.
Follow the link in the show notes to subscribe to Build Your Brand today. Remember, no matter the size, the journey's the same. Your brand's journey to the top starts here.